To access the OKWU library databases, first go to the OKWU website at okwu.edu and then scroll all the way down to the bottom of the page and click on Student Portal. And once you're there, you should be in your dashboard. Scroll down a little bit to the Apps section and you'll see the EBSCOhost app. Go ahead and click on that. That's the main database of articles that our library uses. So from this page, you'll have the option to search a bunch of different databases within EBSCOhost. So a good one to start with is just Academic Search Premier, but there are databases that are focused on business, health issues, and then also education. So specifically for both of the research papers you're doing in this class, the education databases may be of help. So we have like Education Research Complete. There's also ERIC, which is a good one, and there's some other ones in the list as well. But for this video, I'm just going to select Academic Search Ultimate. All right, so from here, you can ignore most of what's down here. You probably won't need to use it. What I would do is just type in your search term up here. So for the paper, I'm just going to say teamwork. And I'm also going to say in the workplace. So it's giving me some options, and sometimes this is helpful. So I'm just going to hit the search button and see what the database pulls up for this. Okay, so from here, I'm getting all my list of results right here. So these are the articles and sources. And I should say, too, if you select a different database, you can also get some ebooks. So earlier I was looking through and I saw this article which looked really good. Ready for Action, Developing Classroom Teams to Prepare Students for the Business World. So if I think that this might be a good article for my paper, I'm going to click on this little paper and magnifying glass. And the reason I'm going to do that is because I can read the abstract of the article right here. And an abstract is a summary of what the paper is about. So I might read through this and decide if this is an article I want to use or not. If it is, I can get the full text of the article by clicking on this link right here. And sometimes that may say HTML text. That will also give you the full text of the article as well. So once I'm here, I can see the full text of the article. And there are some other nifty little tricks, like over here, this little paper icon says Cite. If I click on this and scroll down, I can get the APA reference that I can copy and paste into my source journal. Now, I do want to just caution you, you do sometimes have to proofread these to make sure that they are correct. Sometimes they like to put, the authors in all caps or capitalize the title when it should be. So this one actually looks entirely correct. I don't see any issues with it, but just be aware you do have to check these sometimes. All right, a couple other good features to know for the article is if I want more information, I can click on the article title and it will show me more. It'll show me subject terms. Sometimes this is helpful for finding other articles that are similar to this. So maybe professional education, maybe I'd want to click on that and see what other articles come up. You can also have some other tips over here, like how to save it to your Google Drive or to a folder, or have a permalink. This is a link that you can copy and paste and use repeatedly. You cannot reuse the link that is up here in the web address. This is just for the one-time login that you just did. Another little helpful bit too is if you sign in and create your own EBSCOhost account, it's not affiliated with Oklahoma Wesleyan University. You would create it using your own password of your choice. You then have the option to save articles to a folder or to save even searches. Otherwise, you have to download these articles yourself or email them to yourself to keep a record. So a couple other tips I want to show you with searches. You may notice that not all of these articles have full text, which can be a bit of a bummer, but there's a way around that. So if you see over here on the right-hand side where it says full text, if you click on that, that will limit all the search results to just articles that the library can get the full text of. And then another good tip to use is only pull up scholarly peer-reviewed journals. This will ensure that all your sources meet the highest level of credibility for your research paper. So if I check that, that'll limit down my sources even more. And then another good limiter is maybe if you're getting a lot of information that's really old, maybe from like the 70s or 80s, and you want newer information, you can just slide this little ruler here and say, oh, I just want information from the last 10 years. Maybe that's the most relevant. I can just keep sliding it and then see how that limits my information even more. All right, so that's really just a quick overview of how to search for items in the library database. So if you have any additional questions, please just